Hailuo have just dropped their latest flagship video model called H3. This is a huge upgrade on their previous model, which was Hailuo 2.3, or as it's also known, Minimax. I use Minimax all the time, so I'm very interested to see what this new model can do. As I said, this is a huge upgrade. They've added Omni reference features, start and end frame features, and one of the biggest features for me is the new inbuilt audio. This sounds like something that could compete with Seedance and Kling, but we don't know until we put it to the test. And by the end of this video, I can promise you, you will know if this new model is worth checking out. So let's get straight into it. As you can see, I'm all good to go here. What we're going to do is we're going to put this thing through various tests, escalating in complexity. The first test I want to run is just a pure text prompt. So let's just paste this across. These prompts were made by reading the guidelines and then feeding those guidelines to AI so it understands what the best practices are. You can find them on the website somewhere. For now, I'm just going to hit go. Now, what I really like to see straight away is that you can now do 15-second long clips. That is very useful. 15 seconds is a big upgrade. Let's just hit go. Okay, our first result is ready. Let's have a look at this. I'm quite excited, I'm not going to lie. Okay, we are off to a flying start. Huge upgrade on what this thing could do. That was fast as well. That did not take long to create. I love that it switches perspective multiple times across the clip. Quality is superb. Sound effects are really good as well. Well, I think we should just move straight on to test 2 now. Yeah, very strong start right off the bat. Okay, for test 2, we're going to put the start frame and end frame features to the test. This is a new feature as well for this model. So for this, we're just going to take 2 frames from a historical documentary about Greece, and we're just going to post this prompt here. And the idea is to test how well this new start frame and end frame feature works. And yeah, let's just hit go and see what happens. Okay, this one's ready to view. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to put this to the test one more time using something different. Okay, so I wanted to test a more typical use case for the start and end frame. So we're going to go from this first frame here, which is a crowd, and then we're going to cut to this, and we're going to see how seamlessly this happens. Okay, this one is ready. Let's check it out. Okay, this is the first one that hasn't impressed me so far. The prompt probably wasn't doing this any favors. I'm just going to try and reword it slightly. So we'll try this one again and see what happens. Right, let's see if this improved prompt has changed things. I just made it so that instead of it being one continuous shot, I prompted it so that it'll do a hard cut to the second frame. Let's see what this came out. Yeah, that's much better. I will say that this first shot is quite ugly. The characters look pretty bad. It is worth noting that the original image that it started with, it's not great quality to start with, so that is a very important caveat. Just like anything, you get out what you put in. If this was a higher quality image, the output of the video would be higher quality as well. But that was a much better shot overall. Okay, the next test is we're going to try the Omni reference feature now. Now, this is a bit more sophisticated. This has got 3 images attached to it. So this is going to be like a pilot flying over an alien planet. And what we need to do is just tag all the references in the prompt. And we're going to make this a 15-second long clip. So what we're testing here is, can it match this reference material properly across the full clip? And yeah, let's see what happens. Here's this one. That's pretty good. Now, I think it adhered pretty well to all our reference material. One thing I did flag, and it's just a minor thing, is these floating rocks are nowhere to be seen in our actual reference image for the planet. I don't know if the prompt had that in it somewhere. Oh yeah, so it does. Glowing rivers and floating rock formations beneath twin suns. So actually, this is actually superb. It's done a really good job. So I actually can't even flag it for that. Yeah, honestly, this is, so far, this is definitely a competitor to Seedance and the other leading models. Let's just keep going. Let's put it to the test. What else can we try? So for the next test, I want to try out audio, actually adding audio as a reference in this Omni feature. So for this next one, I made this character reference. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is a badger as a news anchor, and we're going to add that as a reference here. But first, what we need to do is just make some audio for this character. So I'm going to use 11 Labs for this. I have made a voice specifically for this scenario. Here's the speech.
Good evening. Authorities are advising badgers to remain calm following reports of illegal tunnel expansion beneath the motorway. Local hedgehogs have described the situation as deeply concerning.
Now what we need to do is we've got our badger added as a reference here. I actually don't know how this is going to work because it might be a difficult character to lip sync, but we'll find out, won't we? So I've added the audio as a reference. Now I can see it's 10.5 seconds long, so I'm going to trim this video duration to 11 seconds. I think it's good to try and match the duration of the clip to the reference audio. And now we're going to take this prompt here and I'm going to tag our reference material accordingly. Let's see how this goes. Okay, let's see how this came out.
Good evening. Authorities are advising badgers to remain calm following reports of illegal tunnel expansion beneath the motorway. Local hedgehogs have described the situation as deeply concerning.
Well, this is not hype. This is 100% my honest opinion. This is beating Seedance at this point. It's so fast and it's so good at adhering to the prompts. It's just crazy. Maybe the prompting is better than when I've done it in my Seedance videos. And actually, I haven't tested out Seedance 2.5, which might be even better than this. I just find this so easy to use. I find the prompt adherence fantastic. Yeah, I'm blown away. I really am. I'm so glad that I invested in Hilo last year when it was still on Hilo 2.3. And actually, just a quick aside, you do get access to Seedance here as well. And credits-wise, I'm actually just noticing as well, this is actually pretty cheap to use. Like if I go over to Seedance, which is actually 50% off here on Hilo now, look how much more expensive that is. It's almost twice the amount of credits. I don't know, guys. This is really good. Let's keep going. Okay, so for the next test, we're going to use a character reference and an environment reference. So we're using Omni reference again, and we're going to test this for our location reference and this for our character reference. I'm going to add both of these as references here, and we're just going to tag them accordingly. And yeah, let's just hit go. Okay, this next one's ready. Yep, solid result. Just want to note down here, by the way, for every one of these, you have the option to upscale to 2K to enhance resolution and the overall quality. So that's a great option to have. I don't know how much the upscaling costs. Let's just have a look, shall we? So 60 credits to upscale this one to 2K. Right, what is our next test? Okay, we're going to do another character and location reference one. So for this, we're going to be using this as a location reference, and we'll use this for our character. Let's tag our references. There we go. And I'm just going to make this a full 15-second long clip. Hit go. Okay, here's this one. Yeah, pretty good. I think this was a good output. So there's not too many more scenarios I want to put this through. It's just a couple more tests that I really want to try out. What I'm noticing down here, by the way, is you can add up to 12 references. So we'll try one absolutely ridiculous prompt before the end of this video too. I've got a fun idea in mind. So we're going to try one more scenario using 3 references. And for this next one, I'm going to bring our woman in the red coat character back. We're also going to add this. And I have actually just added, I think, yeah, I want to see how well it generates this part at the end. This soft classic country music playing from the Dyna speakers. I'm going to make it a 15-second long clip again. Very good. Now, I don't know if you noticed, there was just one mistake there. There was a weird cut around about here. Now, I'm not sure why that happened. If you was using this, you'd just maybe cut that part off and start the clip from here. But yeah, that was a noticeable mistake. And I noticed that it did not add the soft country music in the background. But other than that, this looks really good again. So the final tests I want to put this through are, I want to try an intense action scene, and then I want to try a very common use case. How does this thing fare with music? So like lip syncing and maybe some performance shots. For the final set of tests I want to run, first one I want to do is a action scene. So I've got my reference image is ready there. I'm just going to add this prompt, and I'm going to add our references. And this is going to be an intense action scene. I just want to see how it handles this. And the other test we're going to line up whilst we're waiting for this is to see how well it handles songs. And so we're going to try a musical performance shot and a lip syncing shot. And for that, we've got this character and these background dancers. So we'll just add the references in here. Now, this is audio from a song. Okay, I'm gonna grab our prompt, tag our references, and tag our audio. This is probably the most challenging one so far, I would say. And we're also gonna line up a lip syncing one as well. So for this one, we're just gonna isolate the singer here and add a clip of the isolated vocal. So this is about 13 seconds long. We're just gonna make this 14 then. And again, this is probably gonna be an interesting test to see how it gets on with this. Okay, and one final prompt. I'm not gonna use 12 references because that'd be ridiculous, but I'm gonna just try something really crazy. So we've got the badger, the woman in the red coat, the ice cream sundae in a diner, this man in a green suit and a vase. And I want some crazy prompt that includes all of these. Maybe fighting over the ice cream sundae in the diner, and then somehow a vase gets smashed. Just come up with an absolutely crazy prompt. I just want to see if this, see how it fares with this. Might as well stress test it before we sign this off, right? Right, here are the results of our final big tests. Okay, that wasn't amazing, I've got to be honest. It's okay. Maybe with some better prompting and some better reference material that would have come out better. It was a bit clunky. Here's our first musical performance shot. Let's see how this came out. All right, let's see how the lip syncing one came out, and then we'll talk about it. Right, so that's hard to judge the lip syncing one without seeing it in the actual song. So I've muted the clip here. Let's see how well it syncs up. Okay, I think as far as lip syncing goes, it's really good. I think Seedance does it better, but what I think this does better, at least based on these first experiments, is that the actual result is more consistent and stays in sync for a long time. Like, this entire clip is usable. When I've done this in Seedance, Seedance can be very inconsistent or it trails off very quick. That's very impressive. It stayed in sync for the entire clip, and it's like a almost 14-second long clip. Big win for Hilo here. As far as that performance shot goes, it started a bit clunky, didn't look very fluid, but it was more than usable. And again, I think if you maybe kept it simple and just used one of these, instead of trying to use two references at once, you might get a better result. And you did hear actually on this clip, the audio trailed off a bit at the end, it went a bit weird. All right, I really could play with this all day, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna let this video go on too long. Our very final test. Let's see how well it did this madcap final prompt. What on earth did I just watch? I mean, fair play. That adhered to the prompts. Everything we wanted to see happened. It's a bizarre clip. What can I say? It accurately did all the reference material. The characters look good. Every single reference is accurate. It's a very strange clip, but there you go. Okay, I've loved doing this video. I am blown away by this new model. I've been waiting for it to come out for ages. I was not sure what to expect because the competition has been getting very, very good. As good as Hylua already was, it had certainly fallen behind the pack a fair bit. I think Minimax H3 is a game changer, personally. I think this is a huge upgrade, like huge. That's what I love about this AI stuff. The tools are just constantly changing, constantly updating and upgrading, and you don't know who is going to produce the next big thing. So Minimax H3, amazing, really has impressed me. I no doubt will be featuring this a lot more going forward and incorporating it into my workflow on my channels. If you want more in-depth tutorials and free resources on AI content creation, head on over to my Skool. Please give this video a like, a comment if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.